Hello everyone, and welcome to a new series here of Game Dev Tycoon. Now, if you're not familiar with Game Dev Tycoon, I've done a couple series on it years ago at this point. But I highly recommend it. It's a great game, and we're going to jump into it. So you start off, as you can see here, we're in a garage, and you kind of work your way up, kind of work your way out of the garage. Then you kind of move into like an office, an actual proper office, and then eventually into a nicer facility if you get that far along. So let's get going here. Welcome to Game Dev Tycoon. In this business simulation, you have been transported back in time to start your very own game development company right at the beginning of the PC revolution. In the next 35 years, you can build your dream company, create best-selling games, gain fans, and become the leader of the market. Okay, so we got to pick a few things. If you click on this little cog over here, you can change recommended game length from 35 to 42 years, so you can give yourself a little bit more time. You can put pirate mode on or off. If you want to make things like really ugly, you can put it on. I'm going to leave it off. And then for company name, I'm going to do, well, of course, we're going to do malware. Actually, you know what? This is the one I've been using lately. Tiny Ratchet Games. Did I spell Ratchet right? Well, let's hope so. If not, I'm not going to hear the end of it, right? And then player name, that would be Mally. Actually, we'll just do Mal. Yep. And dude. Nope, dude. And then let's see. Yeah, that one. And then let's see. What do we want for a shirt? Well, that little sweater vest thing looks pretty cool. All right, we'll go with that. So Tiny Ratchet Games begins. Unlock hints that I've had from previous playthroughs? Yeah, sure. Basically, it just gives you like these little plus indicators on certain categories when you're making the games, like where to focus. I'll show you. All right, so let's unlock the links, and then, oh yeah, see Tiny Ratchet Games here. We'll just delete that one, essentially. All right, so all we can do right now is develop a new game, so we're going to start with that. And this is where you folks come in, because I asked on the Discord server, and there's a few titles that I've got names for, but I'd really like to have more names come from you folks. So in between episodes, I'm going to kind of give you an idea of what I'm going to be doing the next episode, and then you guys can give me names in the comments, or you can go on the Discord server, or what have you. Now, this first time I'm recording, I might record 1 or 2 episodes, without that input, but as I gather more names, I'm going to incorporate them into the series. So, like, as an example, you come up with the idea of a strategy game combined with zombies, and you want to call it Z-War Day Zero or something like that, then that's how you would describe it. You'd say, okay, what's the genre? What's the type of game? And then here's the name for that type of game. Okay? Just to give you an example. All right, so let's develop. Let's see what topics we have available. Now, this is all stuff you have to research. So right now we only have abstract, crime, construction, and prison. Well, let's go with prison and do a simulation, because simulation, this is a good combo. Well, actually, it's a great combo. And then in addition to that, we can put it on the PC, which has a very high simulation rating, +3. So it's +1 through 3 or -1 through 3 on each category. So in this case, we get a simulation, we get a 3 match on that. And we can't do age yet, like young, everyone, or mature. But then we would, another layer, if you wanted this to be even better, is we would have selected mature game. But let's see, what are we going to use for this one? I'm going to call this one Hard Time. And we'll just use, you know what, we're just going to make this one text-based. I know that sounds weird, right? Because there is a better option here. But you're always trying to better yourself. So you don't want to use everything you have on every single game. You kind of want to parse out what you put into a game so that the next game you make, have a little bit higher score, and hopefully has, that'll give you better reviews, which is what your sales are based on. All right, so let's start development. So we've got design and tech. Those are the 2 categories. Well, and bugs. Okay, so you can see here, we've got engine, gameplay, and story quest. The gameplay is super important, so we're going to put that all the way up. We're going to leave engine the way it is, and we're going to take stories down. Now, as the game progresses, you want to just leave like a little bit. You don't want to like completely cut it off. As the game progresses, what happens is you start to be able to build bigger games, and then like you have like different staff, and you have to assign them to different areas, and then they can specialize and stuff, and like you can have a specialist that just does engines and somebody that just does gameplay. And you'll get better results in your design and tech when you have that. But for now, it's just a one-man show here, right? So quit scratching your head and get to work, slacker. And empty that trash can. What are you being all messy for? Okay, artificial intelligence. Dialogues is not important. We'll cut that way down. And then we want to keep track of this number here, because this is the how are you doing against yourself number, essentially. Okay. And up. Down a little bit here. Okay, so graphics is important, sound is important. And, you know, don't always assume either. You got to really kind of study and learn over time by doing, like, post-game reports to get different hints unlocked and whatnot. It's important that you do that. I'll show you as soon as we're done making this game what I'm talking about. Because, like, for example, action games, I thought that graphics was the most important thing. Well, no, according to Game Dev Tycoon, it is important. It's like middle of the way important, but sound is important. So, yeah, kind of, you know, didn't exactly line up with what I thought. Same thing with certain topic combos. Like, this is a good topic combo, but I thought maybe, like, you know, prison action game or, you know, prison RPG might be pretty good, and they're not nearly as good as simulation. So, you gotta learn your way through. What's with all the bugs, man? Okay, get rid of the bugs. And we're just going to go ahead and release because we don't have any like special events or anything. We can't do any marketing. Okay, so we got a new topic, new combo. So that was a 1.5 bonus. We did a 7/13. And I'm actually going to write that down. Hold on. Let me get a piece of paper. Yeah, I said paper. I'm old school. That's me folding said piece of paper so that I don't mess up my giant, glorious PC mouse pad that covers the whole desk. It does too. It's actually pretty cool. All right, so let's see. So 7/13. That's our first game. Okay, release. And you can see we were getting like skill ups in all these different areas. All right, we're gonna do game history on this one, just so I can show you what that's all about. Alright, here comes our reviews. It's not gonna be great. Yeah, I'm thinking 5 across the board. Somebody give us a 6? Give us a 6 here at the end? No, really? Okay, well, that wasn't so great. But we used like the lowest possible stuff that we have. We haven't researched anything, so that's pretty standard. Okay, and I'm sorry, we need to do generate research report or whatever, not history. History just shows you the games you've had. But we're making a little bit of money, and we have like no overhead right now. I think it's like 8K a month. So, yeah. Not really a problem. Okay, so here's our game report. Post-analysis of hard times. Artificial intelligence is very important. Story quest is not important, which we already knew. We're not really gaining any new insights here. I just wanted to show you how this works. Sometimes there'll be a second page to those reports that gives you even more information. And it can generate research points too. This is what you're going to use to develop new tech. So like if I go research right now, custom game engine, which I haven't saved up enough for, or new topic. Since we have pretty limited topics here, I think it's worth it to invest. I'm gonna go ahead and grab colonization, and then what we can do is we can make like our first strategy game. Okay, research complete. Develop a new game. We're going to call this one Land Ho! And we're going to go colonization. We're going to grab strategy. We're going to pick the platform. That's going to be PC. So we've got a great combo again, and then we've got 3+ from being on PC. So it's as good as we can make it from the onset. It's at least from the concept. All right, next we're going to go ahead and use the 2D v1 graphics instead of making it text-based. And the idea here is that we want to beat a 7 over here, and we want to beat a 7, so we need an 8 in design, and we need at least a 14 in tech. Now, because it's a different style of game, strategy game, than a simulation, the different areas of importance kind of shift a little bit, or can. And so sometimes it can be hard to get more in either of those categories. And that's when you use things like different text that you research to like boost up a certain area. Like for instance, under engine, I might select save to cloud or something like that, something that's related to engine to then boost my tech points, because engine feeds into tech, gameplay mostly feeds into design, story quest feeds into design, and you'll learn these things as we go through. I've played this a lot, like a whole lot, so I may not be like the best guy at this ever, but I'm decent at it. Okay, artificial intelligence. What was artificial intelligence on this one? Trying to remember. Strategy in stage 2. I think it's half a bar. This is full. Dialogues doesn't matter. I think that's right. You like my confidence? I'm like, yeah, I know how to play this. Okay, and then graphics for a strategy game are pretty much not important at all, but sound is. So we're gonna go like this. Sound up just a smidge. All right, so we need one more over on design. Got it. And we need a bunch more in tech. Are we gonna get it? See, this is hard because that's mostly a world design in third category. So we're not really getting any design points. So I can go best number here and not best number over here and see what we get. I can wait and see if I'll generate more points like we're doing now. And I have to pay rent or whatever every month, which right now we have plenty of money considering our expense, but I don't think we're going to be able to get 13 here. So I'm just going to go ahead and release. So we'll have one category that's a new best and then one that's not. So new record. But it's a new topic, it's a new combo, it was a great combo, and it was a great match on the PC. So this should be okay. It should definitely be better than the one we just did. Generate a game report. There we go. 6. An 8, really? Okay. Okay, much better. So that's like what, a 725, something like that? Get us some more research points. Now, as soon as we get 50 points, we'll research custom engine, which will then open up a whole bunch of different research. We don't quite have enough money on hand to build a custom engine yet, but we want to get the research done as soon as we possibly can. All right, let's look at that game report. We're not going to do this every time. I'm just doing this in the early episodes so that folks that aren't as familiar know the importance of doing this. Okay, gameplay seems to be very important for this type of game. Okay, well that was super insightful. Thanks so much. All right, develop new game. What do we got? We could do crime. We could do crime adventure. Let's do that. Let's do crime adventure and then switch platforms to the Commodore. Yeah, because you got a 3 match there. Well, on either one, but you got 57% market share here, so it only costs 15K more, so I think it's worth it. All right, we're going to call this one... Oh, I didn't get one for a crime adventure from anybody, so I got to come up with this on my own. Crime... Let's call this one Flatfoot. Would that be 2 words? I think it would. It'd be like Flatfoot. Right? Like somebody on patrol. It's not the greatest name, but we'll go with it. Okay, story up. And then... this is adventure. So... Gameplay... Down... And... I think it's a push, actually, for gameplay. And then engine doesn't matter... like at all. And this is pretty similar to what you get with an RPG also. Gameplay's different on an RPG, but this is roughly how it breaks out for that. So what you can do, because you don't want to duplicate game after game, like you don't want to put out an adventure game and then put out another adventure game or whatever, because then the audience the fans are not going to want to buy the same thing over and over again. So you need to come up with 3 or 4 things that you're going to be good at as a studio and focus on those. Now, because I love role-playing games, what I usually do is, kind of rotate between making a role-playing game, then making an adventure game like this, then maybe making a strategy game, and then I just kind of loop back through. I'll do other stuff here and there, like action and stuff, and later on you can develop MMOs and all kinds of stuff. Okay, new platform coming out. Okay, dialogue's up, level design, mid, AI can be at the bottom. So until we get our custom engine opened up, we're gonna have a difficult time getting new top scores because we just don't have enough. Really don't have enough gas in the tank to kind of get the engine roaring fast enough. By the way, you like the DeLorean under the cover over here? It looks like a DeLorean to me. The front end, anyway. Like I'm waiting for Doc Brown to show up. Okay, what do we need over there? We had, I think, 11/10 or something like that last time, or 13/10. So I think what we're shooting for now is like 13 by 13 or 14 by 14. So we're not going to get it. We'll just release this, get whatever we can for it money-wise. Pick up some more experience. See, level 2 gameplay now. Leveled up. And we have 51 points, so we're going to go ahead and research custom game engine. This one might be ugly. Oh, I'm surprised we even got a 4. Okay. They're being merciful. So that was a 4 average. That's actually not bad considering we put like nothing into it. So as new technology releases over the years, you obviously have more platforms open up to you, and you can choose to buy the licenses, and they have varying costs associated with the platforms. Okay, so game tutorials research is open. We've got 151,000. If we create a custom engine right now, we can pick up 2D graphics, linear story, and save game. And then we could turn this new custom engine into an RPG that could probably break our top scores and be like our first big hit. But it's 90K. We've only got 150, so we'll see. I'm going to name the engine Evo, and it's going to be V.1. Create. So one of the things that people seem to recommend is that if you have a lot of money, just build custom game engines over and over again, even if you have nothing new, to generate research points. And I think that that's a valid strategy, but I would tell you that you absolutely don't want to be doing that early in the game. Like, okay, we just spent 90,000 and we got 7 research points. We also now have access to contract work. So, like here, let's do this playtest. You can get research points doing contract work too, and then you still get paid. And even if you don't complete something on time, like I may not here, did I get it? Yeah, I did. You might get a penalty if you don't finish on time, but you still get paid something. So there's really no loss for you if you do contract work. Later on, I'll show you how this plays into when you're managing a team, because you'll have to send certain people on vacation, other people you want them working on something if they're not synced up, so you can use contracts for that too. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and develop a new game. Pick a topic. Oh, I don't want to use any of these for that. All right, so we need some more research points so that we can try to find a different topic to use. And bear in mind, those are random. So like every game can be really different depending on what it is that you wanted to do based on what's available from the topic mix and when you get it. Because, you know, even though I want to do RPGs, I really don't have any good RPG topics right now. Yeah, so let's see if we can get one. Not really. I mean, we could do like, I could get hospital and do simulation. Since we just did adventure, I guess we'll do that. Yeah, we don't have a good RPG one yet, which is what we need. because we've got linear story now, which is it's going to help us kick up the totals on design and tech. But only once we've got a new and good topic to use. Plus, you get those bonuses from using new topics. And I try to, if I get one early that's really good, like vampire is really good, werewolf is really good for things like role-playing games, I'll purposely not use them early on and wait until I've got a bigger scale game later on to use it on, because the first time you use a topic, it gets more attention. Okay. Is there more contract work? No. Alright, so we're going to have to build another game. I guess we'll go ahead and do the hospital simulation thing. Do Evo 1 engine, and then for platform... What are you, 2+ on sim? You're 3+. Okay, yeah, PC then. And we'll call this one... Hospital what? What am I going to call this one? See, this is where the name thing comes in. You guys got to help me. Let's call this one... We'll call this one ER. There we go. Emergency room. Now, do we want to use... Yeah, we can use the higher end graphics. That's fine. Give us a few more points in tech by using the better engine. Okay, so bring story down. And then here under engine, because this is a 2 rating, we'll go ahead and add save game. And then gameplay we put all the way up. So this will give us more towards tech bonus, because we added the save game engine option into engine. So it should give us a little bit of a lift on tech. I really thought that would be better. Okay, so artificial intelligence, dialogues down. Okay, graphics up, sound up, world design basically non-existent. Come on, give us some good numbers here. At least get us over 13 on design. Come on, guys. We're using a new engine and everything. Come on. I need 2 points of design before I go broke. Nope. 2 points of design, please. We're gonna have to release as it is. Okay. The only good thing about putting out one that's new record, okay. The only thing that's not... Well, I was gonna say it's not good, but the reality is this is okay. Because this will be a decent... This will be a decent rated game. And it gives us an opportunity to research another topic. Fashion. Oh, jeez. That's not bad. That's actually a decent one matched with casual or matched with, like, simulation. What do we got here? Alright. Should be good enough to keep our doors open. Remember, we're paying that, whatever it is, $8,000 a month overhead. So we're pretty low on cash. Took a lot to build that custom engine. There we go. We should be okay. I need more contract work. There we go. So I haven't been making too many videos lately, as most of you probably noticed. So I'm trying to get back into it. How's everybody doing? How's life treating you? Is there anything on the horizon game-wise that you're eagerly awaiting? I am waiting for a couple of games. One in particular would be Cyberpunk. But I'm curious if any of you are waiting for any. Let's see, I'm recording this, I don't know, middle part of November of 2019. So, what else coming out? I mean, Cyberpunk 2020 or 2077 comes out, I think, next year in April. I'm trying to think of any other big games I'm like waiting for to come out. Well, they announced Diablo 4, but I don't think they announced a release date on that yet. I'll be playing the hell out of that. Ha 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 ha. Get it? Alright, let's see if we can get us a better topic here. Research. Well, Ninja's pretty good. It's not bad. We could do like a ninja action game. But still not a great deal for RPG. Like, it's like okay. It's not great for RPG. Alright, so let's do develop new game. We're gonna call this one Shadow Step. No. Let's call this one Ghost Wolf. Yeah, that sounds cool. Alright, so we'll do Ninja. Action game. Great combo. Pick a platform. Who's got a better... Oh, I wonder what this one is for action. I bet you this is 3+. I bet you it is. I'm gonna roll the dice and pay for the license. Yep. And then Evo 1 for the engine. So if this is 3-star or 3+, then we'd have 3+, 3+, 3+. Yeah, we might have a chance of making something here that actually sells. This is risky though. I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm like looking at the cash over there like, oh. Hey man, no risk, no reward. No risk, no reward. Okay, that looks good. So let's go ahead and drop dialogues a little more. Yep, that looks right. Oh, nice. Set new records on both sides. This will be pretty good. We might even get an 8 or a 9 out of this. Then again, sometimes I say that and then I end up with like a 6.5. I'm like, what? Okay, so now we're at 16/18. I'm writing that down. And again, you want to just incrementally do a little bit better than yourself. Like later on, you get access to things like boost skills that'll like rapidly help you, you know, get more points when you're building a game, like in certain sections. And what I'd caution you on is be very careful how much of that you use, because what happens is you start to bloat these numbers and it gets ridiculous. Like later on, it'll be like 1,500 over here and 1,800 over here to break a record. So you just want to make incremental improvements. Now, if you think all the stars are going to align on a particular project and it's going to make you a ton of money, then maybe, just maybe, you throw in extra stuff, but otherwise, don't. Alright, Ghost Wolf, what do we got? Okay, an 8. So this is like our first decent game. Nice, 8 across the board. It's not going to be enough to get us out of the garage, but it's pretty good. You need like a 9, 9.5 overall to get yourself out of the garage, to really have enough money to feel comfortable. Okay, and research. Thief is pretty good. Could make a decent adventure or action game out of that. Ghost Wolf's doing pretty well, though, money-wise for us. Okay, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this one right here. We're going to develop a new game. This one's going to be sports. And we're going to do simulation. And we're going to put it on this guy over here. But we need a name. And I'm tempted to just do sports with an exclamation point, because that's for the most part how I feel about sports. I watch like one professional football team, and I watch one college team, and that's about it. Like, I'll go to a baseball game, but I hate watching it on TV because I feel like it's just boring. And occasionally I like to golf, but I'm not very good at it, but I like to go to the golf course because I like to drive the little cart. Yep. And it's very green. See, these aren't like, you know, I'm not saying the challenge of the game or whatever, right? I'm like, it's very green and it's nice out here, so I like it. I mean, you know, I'm just not a big sports guy. What can I tell you? So I think we're going to call this one sports, but we'll see when we come back. Maybe one of you guys or gals will give me some suggestions before I actually get to the next recording session. If so, great. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this so far, and you come back and join me with some more Game Dev Tycoon. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time, I'm Mal, and I'll see you later.